And cryptocurrency is supposed to be a solution where, one, you have a little bit more privacy, or quite a bit more privacy, but you can control what you want to do with your own money. So after talking through many different ideas of what would be best for the community, we've developed a project that we'll be launching on the PulseChain. Right now we call it the New Crypto Project, but it's not. We have a name. We can't tell you what that name is quite yet. Just a few more days, and we'll have a white paper. It's ready to go. We have a logo. We have all sorts of things. We just, for certain purposes, we got to wait just a few days. But here's what it's going to allow you to do, and it's quite interesting. And don't be scared of the word liquidations. Liquidations are very, very bad when you're in a bad environment, such as a central exchange, where you leverage, a little bit of money into a lot of money. You put $10 in, and they give you $1,000 to trade with. The price moves against you a little bit, and you lose all your money very, very quickly. Right? That's very bad, and leverage can lead to a lot of price downward action, downward movement. But this is a little bit different, and let me explain. So it's a lending protocol. It allows you to collateralize your own assets. Not that much different than when you collateralize your home. You take a home equity loan. You have something of value. You have your home. It's worth more than you owe on it, or maybe you don't owe anything on it, and you can take a loan out against your house. When you do that, you're typically tax advantaged because there's typically no taxes paid on loans. However, if you had to sell your home to extract that value, of course, you're going to have to pay some taxes on that, right? And the same holds true with cryptocurrency assets. You sell something, guess what? You're going to have to pay the tax man, in your jurisdiction. But if you take a loan, not that much different than a credit card or something, no, there's no taxes on those funds. So what this protocol allows you to do is collateralize something that you already own and set your collateralization level at pretty much whatever you'd like, as long as it's over 110% of what is being given to you as a loan. You're bringing a little more to the table and you're getting less. Okay, so let's say the liquidation level is in the protocol is at 110%. So I'll give an example. You bring some native coin of the blockchain into this protocol, and you enter into a smart contract with $110,000 worth of the native coin of the blockchain. The protocol will mint out of thin air $100,000 for you. You just collateralized 110%, and you got 100%. Okay. Now you're free to do whatever you want with this stable coin. That stable coin is backed by what you just locked up, and you can go take that stable coin. You can buy you can take it through a bridge, send it to swap it for something that's on a major exchange like Coinbase, and extract the value that way and go buy your groceries. Or you can go purchase other cryptocurrency, whatever you'd like to do with that, that's yours. All you did was lock up something so it can no longer be used, and you locked it up as collateral, and you minted some stablecoin. Now, in the example I gave you, you set your collateralization level really, really low. So you knew the minimum collateral you had to bring was 110%, but you knew anything less than that, you're going to get liquidated. So let's say the value of that coin collateralized falls under 110. The system will take that away from you. It will close out your loan, end that smart contract. But guess what? You already got your value. You already have your stable coin that you're doing whatever you'd like with, right? Did you really lose much? What was the loss thing? You lost, let's see, 10%, right? But maybe you were willing to do that because the alternative would have been selling through an automated market maker your coin, taking a large slippage, and then add those fees to, well, now you're going to have to pay the tax man anywhere between 20 and 40%. So there's a real potential where if you had sold to extract that same value, you would have lost half your money to other people. That's absolutely ridiculous. So the biggest worry is, well, what happens in a liquidation? Normally, in other environments where it's done differently, there's lots and lots of downward price action because either an asset that's collateralized is immediately sold or auctioned. And you actually see that in traditional finance as well. If you collateralize a car and the bank has a lien out on your car and you default and they come and collect that collateral, guess what? They're selling it. Okay. And they're going to get as much value as they can out of it. This protocol doesn't do that. So here's what happens, and it helps by explaining what happens if you wanted to pay back your loan. Well, you collateralized your native token, your native coin of the blockchain, and it minted you some stable coin. So if you ever wanted to pay that back, all you do is bring back stable coin, which burns itself and it gives back the native coin of the blockchain. This protocol for the end user has no interest, no repayment terms, but there is a fee. And that fee ranges between 0.5 and 5% based on the health of the overall network. Right? The system looks for a collateralization level average of over 150. Typically what you see is you'll see that it'll be over 300 and very, very few liquidation events. And again, even in those events, those people have already extracted their value. But depending on the health of the system will hinder or restrict people from taking loans with a higher fee, closer towards the 5%. And then when it's a good time to take loans, that fee actually will go all the way down to 0.5%. There's lots and lots of mechanisms at play to make this all work. One last thing I'd like to touch on. You can over-collateralize when taking a loan. You are welcome to put into the protocol as much as you would like and take out as little as you would like. There's a cap on how little you can take out. That's at $2,000. That's the smallest loan you're able to take. But you can put in as much as you want and completely avoid liquidations and hold on to your coins for life. If you would prefer to take a loan out on your own assets, you're welcome to do that. You have the freedom to do that with your house, with your car. You're welcome to go sign a deal with a bank and get raped on interest rates, or you can enter into a smart contract and choose to have the freedom to do that with your own assets on the blockchain. And if the value of your coin goes up or down, as long as you stay over that 110% collateralization level, you're welcome to take out as many Pulse coin as you would like.
Let's say for some reason you got close to that, to being liquidated, you could just top up at any time. You could top up your collateralization level and just keep it further away from that, just to be safe. So you're able to do that.
So this sounds like a huge project. This is very exciting. I can see why you guys are excited. Just kind of to recap. So this is a loan protocol on PulseChain that only takes about 10% over collateral over your loan amount, but you can over collateralize. You can go more than that. There is no repayment terms. There is no interest on it. Instead, you pay a relatively small fee. Are there any, I assume this is launching at the same time that PulseChain launches, which at time of recording is about 2 months from now, give or take.
Yeah, so very soon you will see something that feels very much like the Hex adoption amplifier or the PulseChain sacrifice. The details of that will be released very, very soon. Just a handful of more days, and you'll see some documents describing how that works. We'll have some videos that will be released. You'll hear some influencers talking about this across their streams, and the details of what anything like that would look like will be available.
And guys, if you need to, if you haven't joined the group on Telegram, it's called New Crypto Project. Please feel free to, shoot us a DM. We'll make sure we get you a link to get in there. That way you can take a look at all the white papers, all the information as soon as we release it here in just a few days. So if you're not in there already, please feel free to reach out. We're happy to bring you in and so that you can see that information as soon as it's available.